Welcome into Extra Time on a dramatic day in the ESPN FC studio. We've had police and the ambulance in tending to Stewart Robson.
I nearly fainted with the sight of the blood.
There was a lot of blood.
I was like, I felt
it was an elbow from Stevie Nicol.
Basically, Robbo always on his phone.
Never on my phone.
Didn't notice this. Hey! Didn't know it's our jib camera, which is the one that moves around on the crane.
Yeah, he walked straight into
it.
There's a lot of blood.
There was a lot of blood, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be able to
I wasn't worried, though. It was you that was worried.
Well, of course, I see a lot of blood coming out of an old man's head. I don't know how we're talking.
Less of the old, less of the old. If I had hair, it would have been protected, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Just about.
Yes, but you say this happens often when you're walking the dog.
You told us earlier. When you get old and you've got no hair, you lose sense of height. You just whack your head. What?
Talking about.
You're not. You must know.
Do you think you're 6'2"?
Yeah, I think. That's what, no, I think I'm 5'11", but I'm 6'1". That's the problem. I keep hitting my head.
Oh, brilliant. Right, let's have a look at your tweets. Is it fair to say that Gab will be our prime suspect if Jurgen Klopp does indeed get kidnapped by aliens? This was Gab saying it isn't over because anything could happen, like an alien kidnapping. It's over. It's over, yes?
Yeah, it's absolutely over. Liverpool were magnificent today.
Yeah, Ian, even if he gets kidnapped, they're still going to win it, aren't they?
If he gets kidnapped, it's all over.
That's it.
Do you know the story then? I mean, hey, look, I'm fascinated by this story of all the blood in the studio. Is there some kind of murder mystery going on there?
No, it's all right.
Don't worry, Ian. Don't worry.
Stevie took Robbo to the bathroom, helped, and then lots of emergency people turned up.
Had to sign a little waiver as well.
Well, because the ambulance said you've got to go to hospital, and you said no.
No,
I've got to get home. I've got to get somewhere to go. Arsenal Invincibles against Liverpool Invincibles. Who wins?
At the moment, Liverpool Invincibles, because Arsenal drew a lot of games. Liverpool winning most of their games, and they're playing a style of football that I think Arsenal would struggle to cope with.
You agree, Ian?
Yeah. Well, Arsenal Invincibles' record was 26 wins and 12 draws. So far, Liverpool have dropped 2 points. If they carry on in the second half of the season, they're going to end up with 110.
Blooming heck.
Think of that.
What?
So he
It's
loves
not going to
stat,
happen, of course.
He
I'll drop
loves
a few
stat.
more.
That's a great stat.
Right off the top of his head as well.
Yeah.
And with Robbo.
Yeah, Liverpool?
Yep.
What does this Liverpool team need to do to be considered the best Premier League team ever? What is the best Premier League team ever? City one with got all the points?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
So far.
So get more points than that?
Are you talking over just one season, or
Yeah,
are you talking over a
it's
period of time?
Longevity, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you're talking over a long period of time, or are you talking about one season? Because from one season, this is the best side that have played in the Premier League so far. In terms of the way they never look as though they're going to lose at the moment.
Mourinho's first season at Chelsea, similar.
Yeah, but they lost games in the end, didn't they?
Yeah. Ian, what do you think?
Well, in terms of points gained, it would be Manchester City's 100 points a couple of seasons ago. But
you just said Liverpool are going to get 110.
Yeah, well, they might get 110. I mean, some of those old Manchester United and Arsenal teams, they're going back for the 90s rivalry. They were pretty tasty too. So it would be interesting to see what would happen if they played against each other, which not even ESPN Plus can organise.
The Chelsea team of the 04-05 season just lost one game.
Yeah, and they were good. They were well organised. All
right, I don't need a break.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's Liverpool. That's the answer.
Okay. Robbo said Harry Maguire was the best playing it from the back. Does he still believe that nonsense after the Arsenal game?
One game where he actually gave it away a couple of times. He's still the best centre-back coming out with the ball. At the moment...
In the world?
There's not too many centre-backs that can come out with the ball. What I would say is...
You think he's better than Van Dijk?
Yeah. What I would say at the moment is just slow down. Solskjaer's not setting his side up to get the best out of Harry Maguire. The midfield players are coming too deep. They're blocking his space coming out.
I see.
Harry Maguire is a very good footballer.
Best playing out the back in the world?
In the Premier League.
Stevie?
Why is he better than Van Dijk?
Because I think Van Dijk did one today where he played wide and then carried on his run. Sometimes Maguire will come out and he'll run into space, he'll play off the front, and he's ended up getting shots. How many shots does Van Dijk get in general play, normal play, other than set plays?
I don't want my centre-back.
We're talking about coming out with the ball from the back. We're talking about coming out with the ball. We're talking about who's the best centre half.
Passing the ball from the back.
We're talking about who's the best centre half. We're talking about who's the best coming out with the ball.
Who's the best centre back at having shots at goal?
Well, that's back coming out with the ball from the back.
That's coming out too far with it. How can you get from one end of the field with the other?
So you would have a go at Van Dijk for when he came out with the ball today, and he ended up in the penalty area.
Goalsies. How many goals has Maguire got?
None. From
Right, so why you better stop doing that then? It's not getting them anywhere.
Ian?
If you ask me to choose between those two players, Maguire and Van Dijk, without trying to step into the argument, I'd go Van Dijk. I think in terms of influence on a defence and leadership.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Not what we were talking about. Who was better coming out with the ball in the back?
Who's better at bringing the ball out of defence?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Maguire is good at that.
Yeah. So is Van Dijk.
Right, final question. How far can Stevie see in those glasses? Looks like he's struggling.
I need new glasses.
Expensive, though, aren't they? That's an issue.
Well, I'm just lazy, you know.
What are you trying to say? That he doesn't like spending money?
I can't be bothered.
On an important thing like glasses, you won't spend the money.
Do you know what the problem is?
Try them on Robbo. Robbo, try his glasses on. Let's see.
Come on, let's have a look at those.
Let's look at these.
Let's have a look at these.
It might help you spot cameras.
Yeah.
Do you wear glasses?
Only when I read.
Right.
Beautiful.
There they are. They're bottle tops, aren't they?
Who said that?
They are bottle tops.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say because I've got a problem with my eyesight. Having a go at me. A little bit more...
Respect, is that the word you were looking for?
No, just a little bit more heartfelt would come across.
Yeah, you call me Baldy all the time. On air, you've called me Baldy.
Well, yeah.
You said Ian
And
was
Dan
Gary.
called you bald
You said that
anymore.
Ian was half a Baldy.
You're not bald anymore. There's a bit of your ears covered up there, so... There's some
Skin coloured, though.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end of the show. Robbo, have a safe trip back. Try not
Thank
to
you very
bang your
much.
head.
Yeah.
I might not be allowed on the plane.
You know when you
with
got on the
this
plane, duck your head right down.
plaster. He'd.
No, you're not 6'2". Okay, just
It's
remember
the other way
that.
round. I think I'm 5'11", but I'm actually 6'1".
Goodness gracious. Who's here tomorrow? Frank LeBoeuf will be joining us tomorrow. He's with Mark Ogden. Stevie, you're here as well.
Looks like it.
Casey's here as well. It's all go. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.